In the meantime, let's talk about what's expected and what's brewing in Karnataka, the major political transition that happened on the 28th of May. Now, Siddaramaiah, who stepped down as the chief minister, while his resignation that was accepted by the governor, now it is setting stage for the deputy CM DK Shivakumar to be elevated to the position of the next chief minister. This development marks the beginning of a new chapter in Karnataka politics, with power equations now rapidly evolving within the Congress. Now, all eyes will be on the CLP, which is the Congress Legislative Party meeting that is scheduled for later today, where all of the MLAs are expected to formally endorse the leadership transition. Let's connect with Neha on this, because Neha and Sabyasachi is also connected with us here on the broadcast, because back and forth we are looking at the action that seems to be shifting from Bengaluru to New Delhi. And again, the focus is now on Bengaluru. Neha, as we are expecting the details of the CLP, that's going to happen later in the day. But of course, multiple decisions are expected to be taken up in this meeting.
Well, Amita, that's right. Of course, the first most important decision here being of, DK Shivakumar, of course, leading that CLP meeting, seeing what happens at the CLP meeting. Secondly, of course, would also be now the discussions that were held in Delhi about how many deputy chief ministers, Karnataka, of course, would be getting. And third, also something that's going to be very crucial to keep the entire camp together over here in Karnataka would be to ensure that all of those who are being inducted into the cabinet, or all of those who are being dropped from the cabinet, in fact, are kept happy. And lastly, how, of course, Siddaramaiah's camp in particular here is, given its due importance. Remember, he's, of course, turned down the offer to go to Delhi for the Rajya Sabha, which means staying active in state politics would mean that he would have to have his men, his MLAs, his loyalists and his ministers, of course, placed at good positions or given plump posts. How this pans out, of course, a matter of a couple of hours.
Of course, Siddaramaiah is not going anywhere. And this is something that he's made it clear to the party high command, rejecting the offer to be present and participate in national politics. But as far as the CLP is concerned, that's going to happen in Bengaluru later today. The likely guest list, let's take a look. As far as DK Shivakumar, obviously he's going to be present over there, and so is Siddaramaiah. As far as now, the outgoing chief minister, we are looking at KC Venugopal, the Congress General Secretary, and of course, along with him, Randeep Singh Surjewala. So that seems to be on part of, the leadership representation from Delhi that's going to be present for the CLP meeting. Now let's talk about, even before the dust that seems to have settled on Karnataka's leadership transition, the attention which is already turning into the shape of the next cabinet. Now sources have been suggesting that DK Shivakumar is learned to have used his journey to Delhi to begin work on a list of probable ministers. There on your screens, that's the picture that has gone viral, where he seems to be scribbling something on a paper while en route Bengaluru. Now the shortlist is believed to have featured trusted loyalists, key allies and the leaders who could play an important role in the next power structure, because emotions that have also been running high as Karnataka's political transition that has been gathering pace, with senior ministers and Siddaramaiah loyalist MC Sudhakar struggling to hold back tears while speaking about, Siddaramaiah, describing that moment to be very emotional. Sudhakar says that Siddaramaiah's administration would be remembered for its focus on welfare and its commitment to the poor.
ಬಹಳ ಅನ್ಯೋನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನಡೆದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಅದು. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಭಾವನೆಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಏನಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಜನ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸಚಿವರು ಸಹ ಕಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಭಾಳ ನೋವಾಯಿತು. ಆದರೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಶಾಶ್ವತ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Well, Times Now also spoke with DK Shivakumar's astrologer and spiritual advisor, who claims that the month of May was always destined to be a landmark month in Congress leaders' political journey and his rise.
I could see that May will pay him good things, because only on May 1st only there was Shanishwara Jayanti. Special prayers and pujas were performed for him. So naturally we will give 2-3 days. We have given him 2-3 days. One is 30th they have given, and another date is 5th has been given.
30th and
5th and 6th also we have given. CLP is tomorrow.
Tomorrow is CLP.
So the earliest date you will take, and he will be the chief minister.
Which is the earlier date, sir?
It starts from 5th, 5th, 6th, 7th. These 2 years are very tight.
Okay.
He must go very slowly.
Well, Sabyasachi is also connected with us. So, Sabya, we're looking at the focus now shifting to Bengaluru, the CLP meeting. Multiple decisions are expected. What happens with the KPCC position as well? And of course, when it comes to the oath-taking ceremony, there are certain leaders within the Congress who are believing that in the coming 2 to 3 days, the oath-taking ceremony will happen of DK Shivkumar. Along with him, 10 more leaders are expected to be taking oath with him.
Well, that's right. See, as per the Congress sources, the oath ceremony can take place on the 31st or the 1st of June. Now, yesterday, several rounds of meeting had taken place here in the national capital. Rahul Gandhi meeting with Siddaramaiah as well as DK Shivkumar. Now, Rahul Gandhi, in fact, have praised Siddaramaiah a lot because Rahul Gandhi said that Siddaramaiah had set an example for other Congress leaders that they need to sacrifice for a smooth transition. In fact, what we are learning from the Congress sources is that Siddaramaiah, in front of Leader of Opposition Rahul Gandhi, has made it very clear that the social representation has to be there in the cabinet as well as when you talk about the deputy chief ministers. Now, Siddaramaiah is of the view that when you speak about the deputy chief minister, the representation from the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes and the other community should be there. Now, Siddaramaiah is of the view that his son Yatindra should be given a cabinet berth. So, on these points has been once again made clear to the Leader of Opposition Rahul Gandhi, whereas later in the day Rahul Gandhi also met with DK Shivkumar. So going ahead, there's going to be a lot of challenge for the Congress party to accommodate all the regional and the
well,
social
interestingly, Yatindra was accompanying his father Siddaramaiah in Delhi. Yesterday were marathon meetings but lined up, meeting with the top leaders in the Congress party high command. Thereafter, both of the leaders, however, separately leaving for Bengaluru, where today's CLP meeting that would be taking place. But the challenges that lie ahead, when it comes to the remaining 2-year term of the Karnataka Congress, the challenges that lie ahead for the new chief minister, because especially that would be managing Siddaramaiah's camp loyalists. Siddaramaiah is there. He is not going anywhere, still remaining active, keeping the Ahinda vote base attacked. As far as Siddaramaiah being a mass leader, and there are already protests coming in from certain communities who seems to be backing Siddaramaiah and has been warning the Congress party, of course, when it comes to the OBC backlash as well, after Siddaramaiah's exit, saying that it may backfire in the coming elections of 2028. Also, when it comes to balancing the cabinet berths, as Sabyasachi was pointing out, the social equations, the caste equations that need to work out. And of course, when it comes to the KPCC president power tussle, this position currently held by DK Shivkumar, who also held the dual role of being the deputy chief minister. Then, of course, keeping the Congress MLAs to be united post the transition, that seems to be another challenge that is being posed, ahead of DK Shivkumar swearing in. But meanwhile, managing the expectations of their own supporters is something which DK Shivkumar seems to be reportedly scribbling in that piece of paper and preparing for 2028 without any internal war, because that seems to be the very difference, the rift that had continued since, Karnataka Congress completed 2.5 years in power. So Neha and Sabyasachi, for the moment, thank you very much for joining in. We'll keep our viewers updated on the developments, but let's speak